Greetings everyone, my name is Sai, and you know what I love? Hot game characters. I think about them all night and day, and I get so many comments asking me, Sai, who do you think are the most standout of that crowd? The hottest of the hot, so to speak. And I decided that I'd be remorse if I didn't give my 2 cents on the subject. And so, for everyone who's asked for it, I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 hottest characters in video games. Let's begin. Number 5. Toriel from Undertale. Now, I know what you're thinking. After all, Toriel isn't really traditionally hot. I mean, the game even explicitly mentions that she can turn down the temperature of her fire. And that's like the exact opposite of hot, right? Ah, but my naive viewers, what you so obviously and fundamentally fail to understand is that if she can turn the temperature of her fire down, she can also turn it up. And considering she was most likely one of the strongest frontline soldiers back in the Human and Monster War, a supreme Archmage, I'd bet there are quite a few humans who describe their experience with her as pretty frickin' hot. Number 4. The Pyro from Team Fortress 2. Obvious, right? I mean, the Pyro is literally named after fire, and it really doesn't get much hotter than that. I mean, look at the weapons available to them. The Nostromo Napalmer, the Phlogistinator, the Man Melter, the fucking Man Melter. The Pyro has clearly dedicated their life to the art of setting people on fire. Also, I imagine it probably gets pretty hot in that suit. Number 3. Triss Merigold from The Witcher. Now, I'm not the biggest Witcher fan you'll ever meet, but even I have to admit that Triss is hot as hell. Literally, because she rains hellfire everywhere. And that's kind of the extent of what I know about her. And I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, Sai, did you only include her so you could put her in the thumbnail and then more effectively fool people with this little April Fool's prank of yours? To which I would reply, I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, Triss is a fire mage, and is therefore very, very hot. Also dad ass. Number 2. Ceaseless Discharge from Dark Souls. Ceaseless Discharge is the only son of the Witch of Izalith, and like his sisters, has been corrupted by the Flame of Chaos. Except instead of turning him into a really hot spider chick, the likes of which would make Monster Musume fans all across the world cream their pants on command, instead turned him into a giant 10-story foot tall lava monster. So, bit of a difference there. And he is so hot that the lava below him is being sustained entirely by his presence, and when he dies, it all cools instantly. That means he must be pretty frickin' hot. And to top it all off, he's also got a name that makes the very immature 12-year-old inside of me laugh. Ceaseless Discharge. It reminds me of Splooge. I mean, really, what's not to love? Number 1. Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal Black. When you think about it, it's not very often that fire is actually seen as something that can hurt people in video games, at least in the traditional sense. I mean, most of the time, fire is equivalent to any other kind of arcane blast, just a different colored magic missile that does damage in some unspecific way. I mean, when was the last time you attacked a monster in an RPG with a fireball, and then it started rolling around on the ground in agony with 3rd-degree burns? And that is why Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal is at number 1. Because not only is his head perpetually on fire, but it actually burns him. In Twisted Metal Black, Sweet Tooth was a serial killer who had a priest curse him with everlasting hellfire on his head that gets hotter and hotter every day. And so he enters the Twisted Metal tournament in the hopes of wishing the hellfire away. Oh, and because he gets to murder everyone involved, obviously. And while trying to get rid of the fire seems objectively not hot, when you beat the campaign with Sweet Tooth, Calypso gives him the potion to cure the curse, but with the stipulation that if he ever murders anyone again, the fire would come back. And so Sweet Tooth crushes the vial underfoot and drives away. And that, my friends, is pretty frickin' hot. April Fools! Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting my endeavors to make stupid videos like this one. Now I know April Fool's is when everyone likes to lie to you a lot, so I figured to help offset that, I would tell you guys something that is 100% the truth. Did you know that I'm now being sponsored by Geek Fuel? Geek Fuel is a monthly subscription box service that focuses on geek-themed items you can actually use, like coffee mugs, magazines, hats, and the like. You also get a guaranteed t-shirt and Steam game every month. There is over $50 of stuff in every box, and prices start as low as $13 per month. So, if you want to help me to help them to help you, check out the link below, geekfuel.com/sign. And that is it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Special thanks to my Patreon patrons, Matt Flowers, Vongola Sky, Isaiah Christo, Craig McClure, and Merrick Freeshow for helping support my endeavors.